Okay, let me share a little secret with you. Videos about productivity and how to work more efficiently are a complete joke. At least that's what I used to think. So listen, I never thought I needed any help with productivity or getting things done because I've always been the guy that no matter what, I'll make it happen and get it done. But recently, I've actually been seeking out ideas on how it can be more productive because here's how I used to see it. How can you make a video and tell me how I can be more productive if you don't even know what I do or what I'm struggling with? It never made any sense to me until recently. Stay with me. I made a video just a few weeks ago showing all the ins and outs of how I make these YouTube videos. I talked about the financial aspect, sponsorships, how I come up with video topics, and how I write my scripts and what my deadlines look like. So if you're curious, I'll leave a link to that one right up here and also down below. In that video, I talked about some of the stress that I'm under because of my deadline structure that's all part of the job. But in this video, I want to share with you some of the things that I've been working on that have really been making a big difference in the way that I work. Please stick around because some of this stuff might help you as well. So the first thing I had to figure out is what time of the day I'm most awake, alert, and most productive. And for me, it's interesting because it's actually a few different times throughout the day. The first time slot starts at about 8 in the morning and goes to about 1. The next time slot is about 3 or 4 and it goes to about 9 or 10 at night. And of course, this is all kind of fluid and it changes a little bit with how late I'm up the night before and what I actually need to get done. But what this does for me is two things. Now first, because I know I'm not very productive between about 1 and 4, so if I'm working on something at about that time and I'm having a hard time focusing, I don't get to beat myself up about it and feel guilty or bad that think that I'm a failure because I'm not able to focus. And second, it allows me to not schedule anything important in that time. So if something requires my full attention, like a Zoom call or another meeting, I should schedule those things during the times that I know I'm most alert. Next is forming good habits. Now, of course, this is going to be different for everyone, but I will say that for me, having just a few non-negotiable habits that I do for myself helps me stay focused. Because the days that I get off track and don't keep my habits the way that I should seem to be the days where everything goes haywire. I'm not saying it's connected, I'm just saying. Now, one non-negotiable habit is my morning walks. I get in about 4 or 5 miles every morning and it's becoming more and more a critical component to my daily routine. I'll fire up Spotify and listen to podcasts or dive into some audiobooks on Audible, but mostly I just want to be entertained. So every so often I'll listen to something more meaningful, but the entertainment aspect for me helps clear my head of anything work-related that I need to dive into as soon as I get back to the house. I already know what I've got to do, so this time in the morning, by myself, just walking and listening to stuff completely unrelated to anything in my day really helps me clear my head and get started. Okay, one last non-negotiable habit before I get into some of the new techniques that I've started using is something that I've been doing every single day for probably the last 4 or 5 years without fail, is looking after the skin on my face. Now, whether or not you agree, this is the moneymaker, baby, and I need to make sure that I'm taking steps to keep my mug looking as good as I can. And if you've been around for a while, you know that I'm all about Teach Hanley, today's video sponsor. Like I said, and it's no exaggeration, I've been using this stuff every single day for the last 4 or 5 years. Basically, however long they've been in business, I've been a paying customer. And with all their products, you're getting high quality, natural ingredients with antioxidants that counteract wrinkles and also enhance collagen replacement to help firm up your skin. The Daily Face Moisturizer also has an SPF 20, so this is a great way to get that sun protection that you need. Now they've got 3 different systems that contain different products, and personally, I've been using the level 3 system for about the last couple years, and because I'm older, I want the anti-aging super serum. But if you start with the level 1, it gives you all the basics. A face wash, exfoliating scrub, and also morning and nighttime moisturizers. So listen, my pals over at Teach Hanley are giving this audience a great offer, but to take advantage of it, click that special link down below in the description and go take a look at our custom landing page. Gentlemen, this is easy, affordable, and it works. Okay, the next thing that's really helped my productivity is to remove and eliminate distractions. My phone is the biggest one, so I turn off my ringer as well as all notifications. In fact, I have notifications turned off for just about everything except messages and email. All my other apps, I have to physically go in and see if I got anything new. I found it's way too easy to get distracted by an email that just came in because it's not just that one email, right? that one email turns into follow-up and research and more scheduling just to handle the one email. And now that I'm in my email, I might as well handle everything else that's sitting there waiting for me. So before I know it, I just lost an entire hour. It can wait. Okay, these next couple things have been huge for me. And the first big one is to create a deadline for one task. And here's what I mean. I think maybe I heard this in the Tim Ferriss book, The 4-Hour Workweek, but studies have shown that the longer you have to get something done, the longer it takes. For example, if my deadline is 3 weeks away, it'll take me just about that long to get it done. But if I give myself 2 days or 1 day to get it done and I carve out the time, I'll get it done in that time frame. It's kind of weird how that works, but it does. And here's some proof. I think it was about 2 months ago, I took time off to go to Atlanta and up to Maine. I only had 9 days to get 7 videos done. And it sucked working that hard, but I got everything done because of that tight deadline. And this goes hand in hand with the next one, and it's to block out time to do specific things. For me, it's writing. So I'll set a timer for like 60 or 90 minutes, and I'm not allowed to do anything else other than write for that specific project during that time. I'm giving myself clear guidelines and also the time to work on it, and I don't have to do anything else other than work on what's right in front of me. And it's kind of cool actually, because it's kind of like your boss took everything else off your plate and they only want you to do that one thing. Anyway, it works for me. Now next is something that I actually need to do more of, and I do recommend it to all my creatives out there who are watching, and this is to change up your work environment and your work location if you're able to. I usually work on a desktop, but I've taken my laptop to a local dive bar before and sat in a booth and wrote a killer script. Now, you don't have to go to a dive bar, but if you have the freedom to be mobile, try working from somewhere else. And this is something that I need to do more of because I'll get bouts of writer's block that can last me for a few days. And I know that one of the best ways to get out of a writer's block is to change up your work environment. I even know some guys that'll go stay at a hotel for a few days just to work and write. It's a pretty interesting idea that I definitely need to take advantage of a lot more than I do. Another thing I do is to gauge my motivation level for a given project. I know myself, and I know that if I'm not excited about something, I'll put that thing off as long as I can, and just diving in and working that project first, or eating that frog, as the book says, is a lot easier said than done, at least for me. So if I don't feel motivated on a specific project, I'll work the ones that I am excited about and try to use that motivation to blast through and get those done quickly. So listen, I realize all of this is just what I do. But if you agree with anything I mentioned, or if you can add anything, please feel free to hit the like button and also leave a comment so we can all learn together. And as always, my friends, thank you very much for watching. Live well, and I'll see you in the next one.